So, what you're saying is, this guy's a total wacko.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're honoring the late Val Kilmer by looking at his 10 most iconic movie roles.
And he started pushing me. Yeah, so I started pushing back. They didn't like that.
Nick Rivers, Top Secret. Roger Ebert once called Kilmer, quote, the most unsung leading man of his generation, and it all started with Top Secret. This is a spoof film created by the legendary filmmaking team Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker, with Kilmer playing clueless rock star Nick Rivers. This is remarkable work for a debut film, with Kilmer bringing charm, impeccable comedic timing, and even some impressive musical performances. Talk about showing off your skills.
Well, get out on that floor and hit that rug tonight. Well, get out on that floor and hit that rug tonight.
His delivery of the film's deadpan humor and his effortless ability to handle its fast-paced surreal comedy earned him praise and kickstarted his legendary career in the process.
I want you to be with me.
Interest rates fluctuate. Who knows?
Don't you want to come with me? If you don't say so, say it now.
Chris Knight, Real Genius. It's amazing to think that Val Kilmer got his start in comedy considering the kinds of roles he would take on later in his career. In 1985's Real Genius, he plays Chris Knight, a brilliant but irreverent physics prodigy at the fictional Pacific Tech University.
Just sit back, and then we're cha-chaing.
Will you stop it? I'm serious.
Okay, I'm serious too. All right, let's charge this baby up. Give me everything you got, come on.
Kilmer delivers rapid-fire wit with a smirk, making Chris both a hilarious and endearing protagonist. He is also the very epitome of 80s smart slacker charm, from his wardrobe to his blasé attitude toward authority.
Maybe you are smarter than me, but can you do this?
Despite being largely forgotten, Real Genius contains a real genius performance at its core.
I was here for a second this morning.
You didn't straighten up the place, did you?
No.
Good, because all my filth is in alphabetical order. This, for example, was under H for toy.
Perry Van Shrike, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Shane Black's classic crime comedy is a tongue-in-cheek satire of the hard-boiled genre, with Val Kilmer teaming up with Robert Downey Jr.
No, we're not friends.
I was in trouble when you were there for me.
No, I was there protect. I was there. Stop speaking. I was there protecting my employer, Dabney. Hello.
Kilmer is Perry Van Shrike, a tough and sharp-witted private investigator and the straight man to Downey's more bumbling Harry Lockhart. Despite Perry's hard exterior, this is arguably Kilmer's funniest performance, delivering some of the film's funniest and most cutting lines with deadpan precision.
Okay, oh no, I'm sorry. I got a little nonplussed there.
Okay, this is crazy. I understand.
No,
just relax.
Whoa, what is that? Is that a clue?
What do you mean?
Do you see that?
In the thing?
Can you... Ow! What were you thinking?
His character constantly mocks Harry's incompetence, but Kilmer plays it with enough charm and emotional subtlety that it never comes across as mean-spirited. It takes a great actor to pull off what Kilmer accomplished here.
You put a live round in that gun.
Oh, yeah, there was like an 8% chance.
8%?
Wasn't it just 8?
8?
Yeah.
Who taught you
Maybe
math?
it was more, I don't know.
Mad Mardigan, Willow. For many Gen Xers and millennials, their first introduction to Val Kilmer was in Ron Howard's Willow. He plays Mad Mardigan, the roguish and self-proclaimed greatest swordsman that ever lived. His character is initially introduced as a reckless and somewhat untrustworthy mercenary, but he slowly evolves into a heroic figure by protecting the baby Elora Danon from the evil queen.
I am the father of 2 children, and you never ever give a baby black root.
Well, my mother raised us on black root. It's good for you. The tear on your chest, doesn't it, Dick?
Kilmer's performance is full of energy, with a mix of old-school swashbuckling bravado and brilliant comedic timing. He showcases it all through this wonderful performance. Athleticism, a broad comedic range, and genuinely great acting through his heartfelt character arc. He also shares some unbelievable chemistry with Joanne Whalley. It's no surprise they got married in real life. Elvis Presley, True Romance. Though he's never explicitly named as such, Kilmer plays the role of Elvis Presley throughout True Romance. Well, a mental projection of Elvis, anyway.
So can you live with it?
Live with what?
That son of a bitch walking around breathing the same air as you. Getting away with it every day.
Are you haunted?
Yeah.
Clarence Worley, an Elvis superfan, often has conversations with his mentor in moments of stress, with Elvis serving as a manifestation of his bolder subconscious. Though the scenes are brief and shot in an abstract way that obscures Kilmer's face, his impact on Clarence's psyche is significant.
I do want to kill him, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life in jail.
Hey, man, I don't blame you.
Thought I'd get away with it.
Get away with it? Killing's the hard part. Getting away with it, that's easy.
Kilmer's portrayal of Elvis is more of an essence than an outright impersonation, opting for a subtle, almost mythical take rather than an over-the-top caricature. It is a great, subdued performance that favors meaning over theatricality.
Clarence, I like you. I always have. Always will.
Chris Shiherlis, Heat. Val Kilmer was never more badass than he was in Heat. He plays Chris Shiherlis, a professional bank robber and accomplice of Robert De Niro's Neil McCauley. Kilmer perfectly balances the reckless and impulsive side of Chris with a quiet vulnerability, particularly in his relationship with his wife Charlene.
What am I doing in this rat bastard situation?
You're not! What do you want from me? Leave the bank book and the car keys in the kitchen on your way out the door.
His desperation to hold on to his marriage while remaining loyal to McCauley adds emotional depth to a character who could have easily been one-dimensional in the hands of a lesser actor.
Today we take delivery of cash from Van Zandt, then I drop a deposit on Kelso for this bank.
Bank? What bank? What about the platinum thing that's ready to fall?
That goes to, then the bank.
Coolest of all, Kilmer excels in his authentic combat movements and expert handling of firearms, so much so that his performance is even studied in the military. Bruce Wayne, Batman. Batman Forever. Unlike Michael Keaton's darker and more mysterious portrayal of Batman in the Tim Burton films, Val Kilmer embodies a more accessible and emotionally expressive style in Joel Schumacher's Batman Forever.
What does it mean?
It's a riddle. Numbers on my face, 13. 1 through 12. The answer is a clock.
Kilmer brings an introspective and reserved quality to the role, particularly in scenes where Bruce grapples with his past traumas. But he also has a playful and romantic side, as evidenced by his relationship with Chase Meridian.
Yikes. Time's up.
That's usually my line.
Listen, I'd love to stay here chatting, but...
Would you? I'm not so sure.
As for his Batman, confident and tactical, yet less intimidating than Keaton's version, even mentoring Richard Grayson into becoming Robin. Despite being well received, Kilmer later expressed hesitation about his performance and would not return for the dreaded Batman and Robin. Dodged a bullet there.
You've been sucking Gotham's brainwaves, and now you've devised a way to read men's minds.
Iceman, Top Gun. While he had success in earlier roles, it was Top Gun that made Val Kilmer a movie star. Iceman is a skilled but cocky aviator who serves as Maverick's primary rival in Top Gun.
The plaque for the alternates is down in the ladies' room.
Kilmer shares incredible chemistry with Tom Cruise, his cool and arrogant demeanor often instigating fights and intense arguments with Maverick. Kilmer brought a quiet intensity to the role, making Iceman both a formidable rival and a compelling antagonist. Of course, he also has an iconic redemption arc, eventually becoming Maverick's wingman and resulting in one of the most iconic bro hugs in movie history.
You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
As for their reunion in Maverick, well, cue the waterworks.
That's why I fought for you. That's why you're still here.
Doc Holliday, Tombstone. With Tombstone, Val Kilmer became everybody's Huckleberry. Based on the real story of the iconic Wild West town, Tombstone follows the Earp brothers, their run-ins with the Cowboys, and their relationship with Doc Holliday. Kilmer portrays the legendary gunslinger and provides us with some of the most memorable dialogue in the Western genre.
Have you met Doc Holliday?
Kiss on your wife.
Mr. Holliday.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands.
His smooth Southern accent and refined delivery were effortlessly cool, and he expertly balanced humor with malice. But it wasn't just the cool factor that made Doc such a beloved character. He is also a very complex individual, trying desperately to balance his bravado with his deteriorating health.
No, make no mistake.
It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
And speaking of, what a physical performance this is for Kilmer, with his gaunt, pale, and sweaty face expertly conveying Doc's pain.
Boy, if you ever, my friend, if you ever had even the slightest feeling for me, leave now.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Jim Morrison, The Doors. Playing the almost mythical Jim Morrison was a very tall order. Luckily, Val Kilmer was more than up to the task. Unlike his role as Elvis, this actually was an impersonation, and an excellent one at that.
This little man came in with a little blue hat, a little blue suit.
Kilmer became Morrison. Movement, speech, mannerisms, looks, everything. His authenticity and intense dedication to the role were widely praised by critics, general audiences, and even the surviving members of The Doors.
We'll all three directed. A real road movie, though, in black and white. We'll call it Zero. Yeah.
They were quite vocal about their mixed feelings with regard to the film itself, but all agreed that Kilmer was eerily spot on in his portrayal of Morrison. And to think, he even performed the songs himself. You could have fooled us. Which favorite role of yours did we miss? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm not a nice man, Harry. Go home before something bad happens to you.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.